Welcome to Empower Women at Work Part 2 with Margie Pagdanganan, Maintaining Balance in a Fast-Changing World. The COVID-19 crisis was very unsettling for many of us. There were questions unanswered and anxieties that came out due to the uncertainties about how long the crisis would be and what impact it would have on our jobs and families. So, Margie, one of the most balanced persons that I know. How did you cope with this challenge, a personal challenge that many of us experienced?
Thanks a lot, Elaine, for your question. I would say, Elaine, perspective is one huge factor in our ability to maintain balance in our lives. You and I, we've come from the Philippines, and I think you and I can attest that we have been through a lot of calamities in our lifetime, whether it's the earthquakes, whether it's the storms, or whatever it is. And so I think experience and life in general will teach us that this too shall pass. Everything will pass. And so when you're in the midst of a storm, or if you're in the midst of that situation, the idea really is to focus on the present and to focus on what is happening. Because sometimes what you fear or what is the worst is actually not happening. It's only in your mind. So you really just have to always center yourself on the present. What is happening? What are the facts to me at hand? And react accordingly. It's not going to be easy all the time, but I believe that, perspective always helps, Elaine. Of course, faith and family are also strong grounding factors for me. The other thing, I guess, is our service as well. That's outside of work. When you hear of other situations, other problems that are happening with other people as well, it gives you just a sense of focus and a sense of gratitude. So you really have to do the best that you can and survive in whatever way. And like I said, this too shall pass.
Thank you. I like the keywords, that I heard about centering, grounding, perspective, service. Thank you so much for those. And the world will continue to change, Margie. We all know
Yes.
it's probably the only constant thing, as they say. So, what specific advices do you have for us to be able to cope with a continuous wave of changes? It will not end here. It will continue.
Thank you very much, Elaine, for your question. I would say that the answer for both the professional and personal situation would be similar in the sense that your thirst for knowledge and curiosity should always continue. From a professional standpoint, in whatever industry you may be, you should be looking at what's new and what are the things that you can learn, how can you study. The COVID situation has given us a lot of opportunities and a lot of time, and there have been a lot of online courses, free courses at that. So that's not really an excuse for any of us, not to go online and study. So to cope with change, you always have to be curious, you always have to be hungry for knowledge, and you have to constantly keep on learning. Same thing on the personal side. I think one thing that was wonderful, Elaine, during this period also was, we really just had time to focus on ourselves, focus on our families. So one of the things that happened for me is I was able to take a walk outside, something that I wasn't able to do before. Last 2 weeks, I've also started with singing lessons. So again, it's looking, again, it's looking at yourself and what are the things that you would like to learn. What are the things that you liked when you were young and you would like to pursue, you haven't pursued. And one more thing that's interesting, Elaine, is there's this book that I bought in one of my travels, and it's about a mother's journal, and it's supposed to be a legacy for your children. And it has questions about your entire lifetime and your experiences. So I started, I didn't have the time to fill it out also. So I started filling that out page by page. So it's something that I hope to leave to my kids in the future. So it's really, as I said, there's a lot of things that you can do. The sky's the limit. You just have to keep on being excited about knowledge and then learning.
Thank you. So it's a lifelong learning at the end of the day,
Yes,
and I'd
yes,
like to hear that song, Margie, that you've done during this time. And of course, that journal, that sounds very interesting. I mean, if I can
yes,
just have a title of that book, and maybe I can also do the same thing for my son. That sounds.
yes,
So it's been a very empowering weeks or months for you, the way I see it.
yes, yes.
Probably. There have been many things that you were able to enjoy and to, in fact, learn also during this time. Thank you for sharing all those, Margie.
Thank you, Elaine.